this morning I woke up with the super sprained ankle. I don't even know what I did yesterday. I didn't even skate. Actually, the last 4 days I've been giving myself a little bit of a skate break to kind of like heal because my hips have been sore. I slammed on that invert in the last video, the Ace Trucks video, but today I want to get back into the groove. I want to meet Al out in McVicker, Lake Elsinore area. It's a huge skate park, really big transition. It's really scary. We're gonna dive into just like aging and skateboarding because I am 35. A lot of you have asked how old you are. I turned 35 this year and it doesn't seem that old, but teenager me that just started skateboarding would have been like, wow, that is an old man. So packed myself some fruit today, got myself some coffee, giving myself some morning time. That's one tip, is like get up early, give yourself some time to groove into it. I actually just went for a walk and a swim to kind of just get some flexibility in my ankle before we head over to the skate park. It says keep off, and all you're doing is rubbing all over it. Thank you. Just keep off right there. Can't you read?
Turn left, then your destination will be on the left.
Damn. I just pulled up and realized I forgot my skateboard. The skateboard that I skate most of the time. Luckily I still have this like big boy board. It's like a 9-1 life skateboard, some 215s on there, so it's big. And then I have my street board right here. Normally I just leave my board in my car like I do these ones, but luckily I have the privilege of having multiple setups. So I think what I'm gonna do is take these 215s off because they're really big, and then go and put these 55 Aces on because I just got some new 55 Ace AF1s, but I took these off and they're still good. The unfortunate part is they might be a little bit small for this board. Now this isn't really to keep skateboarding, but to keep it fun. That's been helpful for me, is having multiple setups, to the point of having multiple setups today. It's kind of nice. You invest in those as you get older, you start to realize like what matters, and having multiple skateboard setups will keep it interesting for you. So if you're kind of like one of those people that only have one skateboard setup and sometimes you're getting burnt, I think having multiple setups is a good idea. I've done that before. It's refreshing. And now today this video is turning into a challenge. Can I go from an 8.5 to a 9.1 and skate it regularly? We'll see, because this is a big transition over here. Let's switch up these trucks and wheels. All right, just a minor hiccup this morning. We got the board set up. Let's get warmed up. Al's coming. Friend Sean Ross is coming as well. But yeah, we're getting into some more practical tips about like aging, skateboarding, and let's jump down inside of this epic skate park. Thing that I'm not used to right now is board sliding, lip sliding, or sliding on my deck without rails. So had to go grab some wax. Shout out to Dialable Curb Sauce for making wax. Local wax supporter. Support your local wax company. Purple Wax sent some too. Shout out to all the wax companies. I like lacquer too, but sometimes you just gotta wax it up. I was saying this morning how like swimming and like getting yourself mobile, like even walking before skating is a good idea. Like go walk around the park. Actually, Team Japan was at MLK the other day and they were straight doing like gym warm-ups, and I thought it was kind of lame at first. I was like, what is this? They're doing jumping jacks, jump ropes, walking, and then I was like, man, it's probably a good idea just because it's like dynamic stretching, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
That shit right there is that static stretching.
Oh, I just need to get my hips loose.
You know, Tony Hawk says he doesn't stretch at all. He's just got like a warm-up routine. I'm not much of a stretcher.
I don't do that shit.
Yeah, I don't stretch like this.
I'm not about that Tony Hawk routine. I've been doing this for 20
I'm kind of
years.
on the Tony Hawk routine. I started stretching for a little bit and I feel like I got more sore, but it's whatever works for you. For Al, it works. Stretching's good.
My body's just so fucking thrashed, man.
30 years old, big dog. Welcome to your 30s.
I need to pull my ligaments apart. Like I need to stretch those tendons. I need to extend them.
That's why I feel like swimming is doing for me in a way.
amazing.
But I think this goes to the point that I wanted to make, is that you have to keep going and skating. I think like, even if you have a bad skate day, you need to go have like a bunch of bad skate days to have a good skate day. So if you're just going skating once a month and you're like, man, why can't I get in my groove? It's because like you're just expecting to perform at your top level without like putting in the work. So I think you have to like constantly go skate even when you're sore. Like today my ankle is hurting. I was thinking about calling Al and just like calling it, but then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show up and just roll around at the bare minimum. How old are you, Sean?
What year is it?
2022, so 32. 32. I'm 35. How old are you?
47.
The only one without knee pads. Give it some time.
Dude,
That was one thing you
I was
need.
using them. I was trying to use them, but they were too fun to use them. I couldn't land any tricks. I was just bailing. It was
Yeah.
so fun.
That is the thing, like with knee pads, like
Dude, it was sick because I was going 6 foot.
Yeah, exactly. That's
But I was bailing them.
yeah, that's the thing. It like gets you confidence to go for it, but then it also like disables you to like commit to it.
I'm just so used to just bailing myself.
It's kind of nice though, having that cushion to like flirt with it, and then maybe you could take your pads off and just go for one.
No, I want to get with it.
Yeah.
And get some. I want to get big airs like
Yeah, with the
soy.
yeah, hell yeah.
Soy, grosso.
And that's the thing, is like how high can you go without pads? Like running out.
Look at
So-
Jeff Grosso back in the day. Fucking padded up, going on fire.
Dude, padded up is the way to go, especially when like I don't know, it feels like you can last longer. It's like
don't
more
know.
longevity.
Just have fun. Do
Yeah.
do you know?
do you? Yeah, you don't have to wear pads. Yeah, do whatever works for you. That's good advice, really.
Juicing.
One time my board just like shot by, instead of like snake by air, just shot right by my head. I was like,
Oh my
that was
gosh.
close.
That always happens too. It's like soon as you're dorking around or you don't care, then like comes and gets you.
You know, if you don't slam for a while,
It's like playing cards, right?
the slam you need a good slam here and there.
Yeah, that's so true. You gotta slam here and there. If you're not taking slams, then that means you're not gonna land any tricks either. Came up on these dope vintage shorts when I was in Copenhagen. I think they're like, what are they? Silver tab loose. I'm pretty sure these are like some collectible bad boys. Pretty hyped on them. I don't want to skate on them, but at the same time, they're gonna give me superpowers. How to get naked at the skate park uncomfortably. Oh! Yeah, Sean. Sick! We were just talking how like inverts are super scary. That's a good thing. Get the homie hype.
Yeah.
Woo!
about aging. You kind of gotta pick and choose your battles. There's no like just pulling the trigger and saying fucking going for it. I think it's more of a mental game, but I personally, I'm always working on like mental stuff. So microdosing mushrooms, all sorts of stuff. I made videos about that. I'll leave a link up above, but my point is it's more of a mental game the older you get. So now when I do tricks, I'm not just like constantly in repetition of just trying them over and over and over. I'm trying to think about what I'm doing each time so that like I don't waste my body or like go for the wrong one essentially.
Blackberries, blueberries.
Gotta prepare. That's one thing. Do you eat like crap or do you eat pretty healthy? Huh?
I eat healthy. I only eat like crap when I'm home alone.
Yeah.
Binge watching some whole show on Netflix.
You gotta have like a cheat day. But like my snacks are these. I used to like, I love chips. I love like candy, but this is my new snack. Keeps you going too.
Yeah.
That's the thing, like eating, I will be down, like sometimes we'll be like somewhere, he wants to treat himself, like he'll go big, he'll get steak, pasta. Every time he's like all hyped and he never skates afterwards. Come on, you can admit it.
Okay. Skate for like 20.
Yeah, you're down for like the bomb food, but it just weighs you down.
Weighs me down, yeah. I have to eat light. Just like this, I skated that comp this weekend or last weekend, and like I was hungry and I was like, all right, Blake, gotta make sure we eat light food because I gotta skate.
Yeah, like some
day.
light tacos or something.
I think I had like a spinach feta wrap or something like that.
Ah, there you go.
And dude, I was great. I was just launching. Had so much energy.
Don't be eating California burritos before your contest.
Yeah, that's a big no-no.
Recipe, unless you're like 12, then you could do that. All right, so that's it for the session. Just wanted to get out today. Even though my ankle was super sore earlier, once I got skating and I just started skating, I actually noticed it got a lot better. I was really scared. It was tender at first, but I just kind of eased into it. That is another thing. So hopefully some of these things we've been talking about kind of get you motivated or inspired to go out there and skate at any age. Doesn't matter what you are. If you're mid-30s or even older, leave your comments down below on how to preserve your body and skate forever. Appreciate y'all. Love you. See you next one. Mash. What did you think of the new drone shots? A new drone. Just trying to, spice up the edits.